Good afternoon to everyone. My name is Vinay. I'm pursuing data analysis course in ViharaTech. Today I'm here to introduce you about the PPT regarding introduction to the Python. Let's look into it. First, Python older version. As we can see that Python first was introduced in the year 1991. The advantages and disadvantages of this Python are, let's go into the advantages now. It is very easy to learn and implement compared to other programming language. It develops desktop applications and mobile applications. It can be reusable also. Disadvantages, as we can't access 100% of usage, no frameworks, and it has low security. As coming to the advantages, as we can see that it is very easy to learn and implement when compared to the other programming languages. It develops desktop applications and mobile applications. When it was introduced in earlier, it only develops regarding the desktop applications and the mobile applications. It can also be reusable, so we can use it again and again. Well, coming to the disadvantages, we can see that we can't access the 100% of usage of it. So we cannot access the usage 100% of it. There were no frameworks involved, and it has low security. So it is having the security issues also. Python modified version. So upcoming the previous version, they built a modified version which is known as the Python, which was introduced in the year 2003. For upcoming the disadvantages of the older version, a new version of Python was launched in the year 2003. Advantages of this version are, it is very easy to learn. We can develop web applications, desktop applications, embedded application. Framework has been developed, kept it with high security. 100% of usage AI can be done, and connection also GPU is also done. So as we can see in 2003 version, we have a lot of advantages regarding the older version. So we can see that we can develop the web applications, desktop applications, and embedded applications also. Even the framework has been developed now, and the connection of GPU is also available in this version. There is also a disadvantage regarding this. Usage of CPU is only limited to 99.9%. We can't use the 100% usage of the CPU. Ideally stands for the Integrated Development and Learning Environment. Ideally is a tool which provides a user-friendly interface for writing, testing, and debugging the Python code. Python understands only machine language. It cannot understand the human language. For this purpose, we use the tool called IDLE. So here is nothing but regarding a simple explanation. IDLE stands for Integrated Development and Learning Environment. IDLE is a tool which is used for writing the codes and debugging the Python. In simple words, we can say that Python cannot understand the human language. It only takes the machine language. So IDLE works as a mediator between the Python and the human language. So this is the purpose of the IDLE in Python. As we can see the workflow image of the IDLE, this is nothing but the human language which we give the input as it to the IDLE. IDLE converts it to the machine language and gives to the Python. Then the Python understands the human language which was converted by the IDLE to the machine language, and it processes and it gives the machine language to the IDLE, the process or the output, whatever we want, and then the IDLE gives us the output as per our human language. Types of IDEs. IDE is nothing but Integrated Development Environment. There are lots of IDEs. Let us look into few of them now. First one is IDLE, the original, which have been said to you now. And next one, the VS Code, the PyCharm, the Spider, the Atom, and the Jupyter Notebook, or which is also known as Google Colab. For getting or for practicing, Jupyter Notebook or Google Colab is user friendly for us, and it is very easy to understand. It is the best one for using the Python.
Good afternoon everyone. I am Nagalakshmi Raghavu, and my final topic is libraries of Python. Normally Python is in high level programming language because of only their own libraries. There are so many languages are there, but only Python have their own libraries like NumPy, Pandas, Seaborn, Matplot libraries, scikit-learn, and so many of them. And here some of libraries, NumPy, Pandas, Matplot library. The NumPy library will be used to handle the Python numerical values only. Numerical Python, like creation of array and creation of different types of matrices with different representing the different values. Like some functions are there in the NumPy library. Here, first the main function is array. By using the array function only, you can create the data using some other functions. By using the array, you can create the first array. Means like nothing but a list only. And after that, There are some main built-in functions, zeros, and n dimension represents the dimension of an array or a list, and zeros will be represent the matrices with zero values, and ones function is there. Ones function will be represent the matrices with one value, and I function EYE. This function represents the identical matrix. Like all values are represents only zeros, but the diagonal values will be represents with one only. And full function, if you want to zero function will be print zero, one function will be print one. But if you want to represent some other values using the full function, you can using the full function you want to represent matrices with 2, 3, any digits, any of digit. And sample, shape will be used to represent the uh, shape of the array. Like shape will be represent for first row and column. Like you want to ask a shape of array using the shape built-in function, it will be represent 2, give that 2 comma 3. Here means 2 will be row, 3 will be column. Like this data type. Data type is used to find the data type like int or float or some anything. And reshape. Reshape will be used to convert the one dimensional into two dimensional array. And another function is the ravel. Ravel will be used to create the two dimension into one dimension. The reshape will be used to convert the 1 to 2D, and here the ravel will be used to 2D to 1D. And the reshape will be used the two arguments types. Like if you give the -1 to 1, it will be convert the 1D to 2D dimension. If you give the 1 comma -1, it will give the 1 to give the two dimensional to from to one dimensional. So these are the functions of NumPy. And coming to pandas, pandas is another library. It is used to completely data manipulation, like collecting the data, cleaning the data, and convert the in the type of you can match the data also. And here the main function like series and data frames. So series is nothing like array only. In array we use it in NumPy. The series will be used in pandas, and data frame is used to create the data like Excel sheet only. That is called data frame. Here the main functions are sample function is there. Series is used to create a list only. Data frame is used to create the Excel sheet, and head to tail sample. These three functions are used for. The head function is used to in a data, it will be print the starting 5 rows, and the tail function will be print the end of the 5 rows, and the sample function will be print the middle rows. And shape will be used to know the shape of a data or series of data or data frame. And columns are index is used to find the index. And fill and a drop and a. Normally drop will be used to delete the row or a column in the pandas, and drop NA means NA means null value. So to delete the null values we can use the drop NA. Fill NA to fill the null values in the data.
Good evening sir, good evening everyone. I am Sanjana. Today my PPT presentation is on Power BI. Let's get into Power BI. Today I'll discuss the topics about the visualizations, bar chart, line and area chart, maps and pie chart and donut chart. First we'll discuss about bar and column chart. First we'll do the introduction of Power BI. What is an Power BI? It is a visualization representation of data created within Microsoft Power BI. The language used in Power BI is mQuery. It is used to convert the raw data into charts, graphs for better understanding. The importance of Power BI, it breaks down the Excel sheet into a visualizations where we can easily understand by the normal people. It provides interactive and dynamic dashboards. It enables real-time data monitoring and decision making. We'll discuss about bar and column chart. In bar and column chart there are types. Let's discuss about first bar chart. The bar chart is divided in two types: stacked bar chart and clustered bar chart. Stacked bar chart is horizontal. In stacked bar chart, if take example, there is 2 years. If we give 2 years and their population, the bar chart will take them in the same line with differentiate between the years. In cluster chart, it will give the separate columns for them. In clustered column and stacked column. Clustered column and stacked column are vertical, same as bar chart and cluster chart. Line and area chart. In line area chart, if we take any example, let's take the values of country names and country population. Then if country there will be a graph like a line representation. In area chart, that area will be completely filled with some colors. Line and stacked column chart is similar to line chart, but it will take the column chart to represent another legend category. Maps and number card. There is a normal map where if we take any Excel sheet, there will be a country name, and if we want to do the visualization in normal map, it will give only the center point, only the point in that. If in the filled map, it will all fill the areas that are present in our Excel data. In card visualization, we can give any country name or any country column. It can show how many countries are there. The count will become in number card. In tree map, the total countries and that all the population will come in box way. Pie chart and donut chart. Pie chart representation the holes using slices of the circle. Donut chart is similar to pie chart, but in between we will get a middle gap like donut for better readability and additional data labeling. Thank you.
Good afternoon, guys. My name is Balavenu, and today in this session I am going to present about the topic data cleaning with Power Query and data visualization in Power BI. As we have to know initially what is a Power BI. In this era, there is a large amount of data because every day we are using different type of tasks, we are doing different type of activities, we are using different type of websites, elements, etc. Throughout all this process, there is a huge amount of data is getting generated. For using that amount of huge data, we have to understand the data in a proper way, and we have to modify it in an understandable way. So here the term Power BI came, because by using the Power BI, we can modify the data in a way that we can understand. Here the main thing is Power BI is a intelligent tool which was developed by the Microsoft, and it helps mainly in data visualization. And initially going to the Power BI, we have to clean the data. That means there are different type of messiness. That means duplicates or null values or different type of anomalous data in the collected one. So we have to clean the data, and we have to avoid the garbage values, and we have to build a trust. That means if a client gives us a project by giving some data, we have to make that client to make happy like that. The starting one is Power Query. Power Query means we have to transfer the data initially. Here in Power Query, the data, we can get the data from different sources like databases, files and web too. That means we can get the data by web scratching, and then we have to transfer the data. That means changing the data types or by applying some transformations like splitting columns, adding columns, like that. And next we have to clean the data. That means we have to remove the null points and empty rows, empty columns. And the next one is we have to load the prepared data into the Power BI. After cleaning the data, we have to load it to the Power BI. The common cleaning tasks in Power Query are: first, as I told previous, we have to remove duplicates and we have to handle with missing values. Like somewhere else there are mentioned null. We have to remove the null and we have to make some sample value that we want to make. And we have to change the data types, and we can also trim and clean the text. And after giving this transfer data to the Power BI, Power BI basically have rich libraries of visuals. We can use so many visuals like bar charts, line charts, pie charts, scatter plots, and more. Here I mentioned 3 of them. This is the bar chart, and it is a pie chart, and it is a line chart.